Hi. In this class, we shall be looking at verb tenses. You know, these tenses are very important, especially for beginners or learners of English language. It can help us to improve in our everyday speaking or writing in English language. So please pay attention and try to practice um, or play the video back again and again after this class. Tense is the form of the verb that shows time or an action or maybe a state. We have um, three most common tenses that are used in English language. And these tenses, you cannot avoid them in your everyday speaking English language or English grammar. So they're one of the basic foundations that we have in English language. So let's listen and let us try to practice how we can apply these terms both in our writing and in our communication. Okay, let's say, so as I said, just as I said, tense is the form, is the form of the verb that shows time or an action or a state. So tense is the form of the verb that shows time or an action or state. All right. So the three most common tenses are the present tense, and then past tense, and then we also have perfect tenses. Let's look at them. We have common most perfect tenses. So we have present, present tense. Then we also have past tense. And then we have the perfect tense. Okay, so these tenses that you see here are used um, in everyday life. As far as you're communicating in English language, you have to make use of them. So they can change verb forms. You know, the verb form changes in different ways when we try to make use of these tenses. All right, so let's see how we can make use of this present tense, perfect tense, and then um, the past tense. So, so common tenses are the present tense, the perfect tense, and the past tense. So, if, for example, if I say that I I go, all right. If I say that I go, that means that I'm talking about the present tense. That's present tense. If I say I go, that is I'm talking about um, present tense. But if I say that I went, remember that the past, I mean, the past tense of go is went. So if I say I went, that means I'm talking about the past tense. And similarly, if I say that I have gone, that means that I'm talking about the the perfect tense. So I can write it here for you. I went. That's past tense, right? That's past tense. And if I say that I have gone, I have gone, you know, if I say that I have gone, that's I'm talking about the perfect tense. So these these are very important because if you know how to make use of this correctly, you will always be able to speak and and write in a way that somebody that is fluent or a native speaker will be able to understand you correctly. If not, it will be like a child who is just trying to learn how to talk. So your communication will not be well understood by many people. So let's look at how um, verb tenses can be changed. Supposing we want to write some words in past tense, there are some things that we have to understand. There are things that we have to follow to be able to write very well in past tense. So let's say how these the verb forms can be changed. But let me say the verb forms can be changed by, let's say, by adding d, the letter d, by adding a d or ed, we can change a verb form by adding d or ed to a word. For example, if I have a word, let me say like. Now, if I add ed to this word, it will become liked. If I add a d, it will become liked. So this means by adding a d, they say it was like. Now I add this letter d to become liked. So this word liked is now in past tense. All right. So similarly, if I go ahead and add, um, let me say I have a word like reach, and then I add ed to it, it become reached. So reach is in present tense, while reached is in past tense. All right, so that is how we can change word form by adding d or ed. Now, number 2 here, we can also we can also change the verb form by dropping a vowel. By dropping a vowel. For example, if I have a word like feed, now if I drop one of the vowel, remember that E is a vowel sound, so we have two E's here. So this E becomes, we drop one E to have fed, right? So fed is the past tense for feed, while feed is the present tense. And then we can also add by changing the middle verb. By changing the middle verb, for example, maybe we can change it to a a or 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 even or e. We can change them. to words like en. Now, for example, if I want to write break, this is break. Normally, this is break, but to break here is to break something. All right. When you break, when they say you break can mean to break something, or to take a rest for something, or to stop something, to break in. So the word break um, has some meaning, does not really mean only one word. English language can be like that because it's just like other languages where a word can also mean um, another thing. Words can mean different things. So here the word break can mean broken, broken, maybe to break something, or let's say broke, right? You broke something. That means you, for example, if you hit a bottle on the ground, it will break. So we say that the 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 bottle got broken. All right. So a bottle can break. So the past tense for break is broke, and then the perfect past tense is broken. And so we have broken. So you can add e to, you can change the word form by adding or by adding e, or by adding n or en, and so on. For example, a word, more example, I can give you more example, like the word give. This is give, and then give can become gave, gave, and also given, given, you know. So you can go on and on and on and change it in that manner. But the most important thing is for you to be able to understand. Consider this table where we have present tense, past tense, and then the perfect tense. We are going to give some examples here of the words that are in present tense. For example, if I have the word speed, for example, this is speed, and then the past tense is sped. Remember, you take away one of the vowel there, then here becomes sped, and then the past perfect tense, the perfect tense is also sped. It does not change. Now, speed. Speed is when you are on a fast move, when you move faster. Okay, we say that you're speeding. For example, your car may be speeding at 180 on speedometer, or maybe kilometer per hour. So that's the meaning of speed. Then the past tense for speed is sped. And words like maybe let's say shoot. The past tense is shot, and the perfect tense is also shot. There is no change. We just drop one vowel. Shoot. To shoot something. For example, somebody may shoot a gun. That's just an example of the word shoot. All right, shoot. To shoot something. The past tense is short, and even the perfect tense is also short. And also we have burn, burn, and the past tense is burnt. And also the past perfect tense, the perfect tense is also burnt. So burn. If you light a matches, it will burn. And if you light a candle, it will burn and you start melting down. You can also set fire on something to be burned. So that's the meaning of burn. And also the past tense for burn is burnt. And so on. We have lead. And past tense is led. Now, lead, to lead, to be ahead of others, or you can you can be you can be at the front of other people. It means that you're leading them. Or if you're a leader, it also means that you can lead people. So a leader lead people. So the past tense for lead is led. Led. To be at the front of people. For example, if people are going somewhere that they don't really know the direction, and then you happen to know the direction, you can lead them so that you can be directing them and showing them the way of where to go. So at that time, you will lead. So you will be leading. All right. So these are also the key things that you're supposed to know in verb tenses. Now, can you be able to change these statements um, into the past tense? The statements here are given in present tense. Now, can you be able sorry, to change them into into past tense? They are already in the present tense. So you have to change them in the past tense. Number one said, they buy the books which he chooses. And the number two said, he drinks the water. Now, we can be able to change this if we understand our our um, our use of past, present, and perfect tenses. We can say that they bought. You see, the word buy is in present tense. Now we need to change it to past tense, and the past tense of buy is bought. So they bought the books which he chose. Now these are the words that need to be changed here to past tense, you know. And similarly, number two, we can say that he drank the water. He drank the water. So we just needed to change this word drink. So thank you so much. And you can play the video back over and over again so you can practice. And then in the next class, I'm going to also give more examples about this and then more exercise for you to also practice. But you can also keep watch because more on these topics will also be coming again. Thank you so much.